Hello, everyone. Living in urban Atlanta, it's not uncommon to see homeless people sitting on benches, walking slowly down sidewalks, or asking for help. For anyone who is engaged in a conversation with a homeless individual, a lot of questions can be raised regarding their background or current situation. One topic which seems hidden just beneath the surface for me whenever I contemplate homelessness is the topic of mental health. According to Dr. Peter Tarr of the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation, 20 to 25% of homeless individuals have some form of severe mental illness, and nearly 45% of them suffer from at least some type of mental illness.
As for our own city, the Partners for Home organization found 3,240 homeless individuals living in Atlanta in their point-in-time homeless count for 2020, the vast majority being older, Black, and male, as you can see right here. The report has been recording the number of severely mentally ill homeless individuals since 2015, and as of this year, approximately 1,000 homeless individuals in Atlanta fall into this category, a slight increase from the previous year, as you can see right here. This means that approximately 31% of Atlanta homeless individuals are severely mentally ill, which is notably higher than the national average of 20 to 25%.
One question that begs to be answered is whether these mentally ill individuals are receiving proper care for their unique needs. While there is little information available on this topic recently or for Atlanta, according to the 2006 study Emotional Distress and Mental Health Service Use Among Urban Homeless Adolescents, 32% of their sample population utilize mental health services, which is approximately the same percentage of individuals who acknowledge needing help for mental health issues. So, those who identified needing help likely sought it out and obtained it. But the researchers noted that having a case manager encourage them to seek help served as an enabling factor. Unsurprisingly, for those who did not utilize mental health services, the most prevalent barrier was not knowing what services are available or which ones to use, which affected 57% of individuals who did not seek help. While a 2006 study regarding homeless adolescents in Los Angeles cannot directly be applied to all homeless individuals living in Atlanta in 2020, according to a 2018 AJC article, some parallels can be drawn. For example, the AJC article indicates that mentally ill homeless individuals not knowing which services are available to them is still a relevant issue. It notes that Georgia psychiatric patients are routinely discharged to homeless shelters and motels. Only a few of these individuals continue to receive mental health treatments, and many end back up in psychiatric hospitals within a few months. Clearly, individuals like these patients struggle to find resources to help them reintegrate into society. However, personal technology is much more widely available now, and homeless people would likely use their phones to find what resources are available to them if they were to seek help. In fact, according to the 2017 study, No Digital Divide, Technology Use Among Homeless Adults, 94% of homeless individuals currently possess a cell phone.
As such, groups like the Homeless Shelter Directory streamline finding clinics and shelters that service homeless individuals. According to the HSD page on Georgia Homeless Healthcare Clinics, there are 6 clinics currently available to service homeless individuals living in Atlanta. Additionally, their shelter directory lists 44 different shelters located across Georgia, 24 of which being stationed within Atlanta itself. However, this is to be expected, as according to the Georgia Department of Community Affairs 2019 point-in-time homeless count, there are 4,183 literally homeless individuals in Georgia, as defined by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, so only 33% of homeless individuals live outside of Atlanta itself.
Overall, it seems to be relatively simple to find nearby shelters and clinical services if you have access to the internet and live within the city center. But, according to the Partners for Home report, there are roughly 961 unsheltered homeless individuals, or roughly 30% of all homeless people in Atlanta. And there are around 1,119 individuals currently in emergency shelters, or around 35% of the homeless population of Atlanta. The rest of Atlanta's homeless individuals, around 35%, currently live in traditional shelters. Thus, the majority of Atlanta homeless do not reside in traditional shelters.
Traditional shelters like My Sister's House offer services such as life skills classes and meetings with social workers and counselors, aside from a place to rest. Groups like Serenity House and the Gateway Center also offer services for emotional and mental support, but not all organizations offer these kind of services. Specifically, emergency shelters like those offered by the Red Cross are geared more towards providing physical shelter than support for mental health.
Therefore, the approximate 65% of homeless individuals who are not in traditional shelters likely have a more difficult time receiving aid for mental illness. Given the high percentage of seriously mental ill homeless individuals in Atlanta, the comparatively small percentage of individuals housed in traditional shelters that provide mental health services, and the ongoing cycle of discharged psychiatric patients going from the streets right back to the wards, homeless individuals are clearly not receiving the level of care they need for their mental well-being. As far as remedying this issue, expanding the spaces available at traditional service centers would be helpful, as would service providers actively seeking out homeless individuals to let them know what services are available to them. This is an important issue that should be addressed, as ensuring these individuals have access to such services is essential for helping them find employment and housing. These people are our neighbors, and it is very important to support them in order to create a more vibrant and equitable community. Thank you all for your time.